Hi guys, this is a short video designed to showcase the Raidplan strats in both NA and EU to help anybody who wants to go into Party Finder know a little bit better what to expect if you're joining a Raidplan group. First, NA. For Escalants Fall 1, be aware that they do supports always take the first and third bait, DPS always take the second and fourth bait. For Escalants Fall 2, NA always has support stack north, DPS stack south, and then when you have to spread afterwards, the fan out is done like this. Group 1 left, Group 2 right facing the boss, range, melee, melee, ranged. For Roseblood 3, NA does this as a relative north. This is exactly the same as shown in the Hector guide. Go to your positions based off of the relative north of the tile in the middle of the two red ground tiles, and adjust into your tower or your tile, respectively. For Roseblood 4th Bloom, the initial spreads are done exactly the same as I show in my original guide. However, after everybody stacks up north, the breaks here are going to be done relative. So facing the middle, have supports run left and DPS run right. Finally, for Roseblood 6th, this is going to be dealt with using either heavy mitigation or tank LB in the majority of cases. For this, have the players that need to drop roses go melee south, ranged north, and they can drop in any of the 4 tiles in the direct north-south quadrant. The rest of the players that need to take the towers are going to go range, melee, melee, ranged. You want to pop your mitigation such that if you're using tank LB, use it on the H of Holy Hazard. Whatever you do, make sure that your players stay in their towers. They can just sit still in them and they can eat a cleave each. It doesn't matter. Your non-tower players can try to dodge the cleaves if they like to. Even with tank LB, missing a tower will kill your non-tower players, so make sure that the towers are all soaked. Now for the EU strats. For Escalants Fall 1, be aware that they do supports always take the first and third bait, DPS always take the second and fourth bait. For Escalants Fall 2, support stack north, DPS stack south, and when spreading, it's melee, ranged, ranged, melee, with Group 1 to the left and Group 2 to the right. For Roseblood 3rd Bloom, this is done true north style. For this, have your players start in their color quadrants, and you're going to have them just slide into the nearest available spot to resolve the mechanic. Where there's some question as to where to go, like in main tank's case, as to which tower they're supposed to soak, rotate clockwise in any situations like this. Roseblood 4th Bloom is done exactly the same as NA does it, so the spreads are done the same way that I showed in my original guide. Afterwards, everybody's going to stack up in the relative north, and it's relative breaks, meaning supports are going to run left, DPS are going to run right facing the boss. For Roseblood 6th Bloom, we're going to use either tank LB or heavy mitigation to be able to deal with the mechanic. For this, start in your color quadrants, have non-rose drop players go and soak the towers by wiggling to the nearest tower, and have your rose drop players drop their roses diagonal from the tower in their quadrant. Remember to use your tank LB on the H of Holy Hazard, or heavy mitigation if you'd rather use that instead. Your tower players can just sit in their towers and eat a cleave each, while your non-tower players can try to dodge the cleaves if they like. If a tower is not soaked, your non-tower players are all going to get killed, so make sure all towers are soaked. Thanks for watching, hope you found it useful.